For week 7, our final week of 2,000 point games, the narrative overview is forces are trying to withdraw from the planet or stop your group from leaving. Meanwhile, one last piece of critical intel is being carried by an asset in no man's land. With its recovery, you can move on to hunt the cause of these troubles. So the standard mission, Last Stand, is a Beyond the Veil mission. The defender must deploy all units to the battlefield other than aircraft. That is, no strategic reserves or normal reinforcements. The attacker scores 15 points each battle round if enemy units were destroyed, and 15 points if no enemy units are left in the defender's deployment zone at the end of the game. The defender scores 90 points if any models from their army, excluding aircraft, are left within their deployment zone at the conclusion of the game. The mission states to set up a very defensible position for the defender and a very open one for the attacker. So there's a little bit of area terrain from us to hit, and the defender goes first. So it's a very difficult mission for the attacker to win, and if you and your opponent have time, I recommend it would be a good idea to play this one twice with the same lists, and whoever scores better overall from the 2 games, so mainly a factor of how well they score as the attacker, unless of course one of you manages to table the other player or get them out of their own deployment zone while going second for the first battle round. Then whoever wins overall from the 2 games gets their choice of victory bonus from having played as both the attacker or the defender. You get to pick either what the attacker's bonus is or the defender's bonus. Because the attacker's 15 points per round plus 15 points for getting everything out of the defender's round at the end of the game is 15 times 5 plus another 15 is 75 plus 15, so 90 points. So the attacker can only get 90 points, and the defender gets 90 points as long as they've got any units left in their deployment zone at the end of the game. So it's a very hard mission for the attacker to win. So that's it for the standard mission. Moving on to the specialist mission for this week is Retrieval, which is from the core rulebook missions. So we can use the FTC map base to load in the deployment zones and objective markers for this one. After the deployment attacker-defender role, players then take turns to place a total of 6 objective markers wholly within the attacker's deployment zone, more than 6 inches from a battlefield or battlefield edges, and more than 9 inches from other markers. The action for this mission, Search Site, can be started with normal performing action restrictions by any 1 unit from your army at the end of your movement phase, if in range of a not yet searched marker. The action is completed at the end of your turn. If successfully completed, you roll a d6, adding the number of objectives that have already been removed to the result, and on a 6, so say you roll a 4 and 2 have already been removed, so it'll be a 4 plus with 2 already removed. So on a roll of 6, you have found the courier and remove all other markers. If your roll does not find the courier, the objective marker you searched with this action is removed. 10 points is scored each time you complete the action, and a bonus 10 points is scored if you roll and find the courier. If you control the objective marker representing the courier at the end of your command phase, you score 20 points. That's all the ways to score points for this mission. So the defender has the smaller deployment zone, the attacker has the larger one. You then have a roll off to see who gets to go first in this one, unlike the standard mission where the defender goes first. And this mission also tells you to set it up in a way that the defender has more terrain defensible positions than the attacker. So that concludes this week's 7 missions and maps overview. I hope you have a good week and your games are close, exciting and entertaining.